So it's raining tonight, and I'm sitting in my tent, and I'm actually quite content to be doing so. And I'm feeling like, well, I heard something tonight that it resonated with me so deeply that up until now, our messages really weren't totally connected in a way that was quite about us as light workers really bringing it on. And so please do note that there's been a real subtle change. And in fact, the light is now has overcome the darkness. And that was the point of this woman's TikTok. And I'm going to start doing more in terms of, however this whole thing works, duetting, or I don't know how it works, but I'm going to learn. So I am thinking about maybe being more involved with others like myself who have these messages of highly valuable esoteric lines to help bring about hope and peace in the collective that is in fact here. You don't see it and you really don't feel it yet because, well, things have been really scary, and perhaps a bit more to come that's going to be scary, because spirit loves us, okay? And spirit is giving all of us, every single one of us, every opportunity to do what needs to be done at this time to awaken our dark souls. And we each have an element within ourselves of a dark soul. None of us are beyond the realities of a dark soul. I come up here to Pele, and I'm camping again, as you can see, and I'm not camping alone. I have guests from the mainland and my husband. We're all for camping: my granddaughter, my daughter-in-law, my husband, and myself. And for us, it's about healing. It's even about healing as a family. We've had things in our path for many, many years, all of us. And we've had resentments and things that have been unspoken, and things that have been spoken amongst ourselves that haven't been shared with everybody in some transparent ways so that everyone had an opportunity to heal. And as a result, it's wounded us all, as most families experience this. There's a good deal of division in most families. Most families suffer from the same problems our family suffers from, which is my family, I behave better than you do, I have a better job, I own a better house, I'm prettier, I have nicer clothes, I weigh less than you do, or, I have a nicer figure, people like me better than you, however it is we find ways to be emotionally divisionary. We're now experiencing a process of healing. And so where I'm at, interestingly enough, is between two trees that are seeming to be a male and a female tree. One tree sits up over the tent that we have, that my daughter-in-law and granddaughter are in, and it is a male tree that is offering Satyrian guidance. And behind me, on the other side, facing it directly, is a female tree. She's quite big, abundant, and lovely. I think she's a koa tree, but she could be a banyan. But I think she's a koa. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to ask my husband. He's was Forest Service, so he has much better tree knowledge. And me, I don't like to name things because naming them calls them out. And I don't like to call things out. I like to have respect for them. And I feel the grounds lighting up and communicating and offering wisdom. And so I'm right back at the spot I was before, number 9. I love it because I'm a humanitarian and I belong at spot number 9 for some reason. And while over here today, we went and we looked at a house. Now I'm really hoping I can get this house. I'm going to put my little house up on the market. And in fact, I've already got a couple of people that are interested in buying it. And if they don't purchase it, that's just fine. I've got somebody that's going to maybe help me sell it rather quickly. Because I found a little house, 520 square feet, with absolutely everything I need to make everything I need to do work. Very close to the volcano here, for which I really at this time feel a need to be here, close to Pele. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I feel so compelled and so called, but I do, and I can't hardly leave. When I was home, which I was grateful for my home, I was also longing to come back. So what we're thinking is we're going to buy this little house as an office for running the retreat. And for now, I have my lovely little place up in the jungle that I adore, and I will continue there for a period of time until I decide to change and do something otherwise. But this allows me to run my business, and it allows me to have my grandson here that needs to come and help me do the business. So we have some things planned, and I'm really looking forward to it. But what I really liked hearing, and I hope it isn't just my bias and confirmation of things, and that is that I liked hearing that we have a possibility, that we have raised the vibration and the light to the point we are on the other end of our problems, and we are unstoppable. And to be very honest with you, that's exactly how it feels to me. And so if you're a light worker and you have had issues like mine where you've podcasted and you've done a really fine job, but your messages just aren't quite what other people are wanting to hear, be rest assured this is Spirit's way of protecting us. And we needed protection because those of us who really do bring the truth, the light, and the way forward are in danger at all times. And operate not in fear, but in faith and a higher power. And so leave your comments. Tell me about your stories, your struggles as a light worker, how you managed to deal with what has been an uncomfortable process as we have evolved into this time and place. And thank you so much for joining me here. Please do hit the share, like, and subscribe.